Hi guys! Are you ready to learn some new words today? In this video, we're going to learn about some two-letter words. These are some of the most important words in the English language. Are you excited? Let's get started. The first two-letter word we're going to learn is am. Am is a word that we use to talk about ourselves. For example, I am happy. Now let's learn another word. This one is an. An is a word that we use before a word that starts with a vowel. For example, I see an apple. Next one is it. It is a word that we use to talk about things. For example, I see a ball. It is red. Next is is. Is a word that we use to describe something. For example, the sky is blue. Next word is be. Be is a word that we use to talk about what we are doing. For example, I want to be a doctor. Now let's learn another word. This one is he. He is a word that we use to talk about a boy or a man. For example, he is my friend. Let's learn another word. This one is me. Me is a word that we use to talk about ourselves. For example, he gave the ball to me. Next one is my. My is a word that we use to talk about something that belongs to us. For example, this is my toy. Now let's learn another two-letter word. This one is on. On is a word that we use to talk about where something is. For example, the book is on the table. Next we have no. No is a word that we use to say not. For example, no, I don't want to play. Let's learn another word. This one is as. As is a word that we use to compare things. For example, I am as tall as my mom. Now let's learn another word. This one is if. If is a word that we use to talk about something that might happen. For example, if it rains, we will stay inside. Next one is in. In is a word that we use to talk about where something is. For example, the pencil is in the box. Next word is go. Go is a word that we use to talk about moving from one place to another. For example, let's go to the park. Now let's learn about or. Or is a word that we use to give a choice between two things. For example, do you want an apple or a banana? Let's learn another word. This one is of. Of is a word that we use to show possession. For example, the tail of the cat. Now let's learn about to. To is a word that we use to talk about going somewhere. For example, I am going to the store. Next is up. Up is a word that we use to talk about something that is high or above. For example, the bird is flying up in the sky. Let's learn another word. This one is us. Us is a word that we use to talk about a group of people, including ourselves. For example, come with us to the park. Let's learn about at. At is a word that we use to talk about a specific location. For example, we are at the beach. Now let's learn another two-letter word. This one is we. We is a word that we use to talk about ourselves and others. For example, we are going to the store. Ox. Ox is a word that we use to talk about an animal. And finally we have hi. Hi is a word that we use to greet someone. Can you say hi to me? You've learned a lot of two-letter words today. Keep practicing and using them in sentences. Thanks for watching.